What's up, y'all? This is Henny. And man, what time is it? It is 7:28. I don't know how fast this video is gonna get to you. Let me tell you, I'm gonna try to rush it. This is a special announcement. So listen, word on the net is that Adobe just unveiled a new platform, Project Rush. And I'm thinking, man, I'm over here telling the people what's the best way to edit video on iOS devices today. I don't want to be the liar in this situation. It's time for me to get in the know so that you get in the know. So Adobe launches Project Rush, huh? Okay, all right. I want to make sure that I'm always using the best tools and the best technology to get the job done in a mobile situation. That's why I'm here. That's why I started this channel. And I've been doing music and editing videos and trying to do the thing for a while now. And I want to make sure that if I'm talking about the best ways to do something, I've done my research and I've got the experience to figure this out. Now, Adobe just released Project Rush, and we only know a little bit about it, but we know a lot about Luma Fusion and all the capabilities that it's been able to do as of today. So without further ado, we gotta break down the differences as we know it between Luma Fusion and Adobe Project Rush. Let's go!
The business.
Let's figure out what we know about Adobe Project Rush right now. So they say that it's a platform geared towards those who most likely are in the Adobe suite or want to learn a little bit more about the Adobe suite, right? That's, your Premiere, After Effects, Lightroom, Photoshop, the whole nine. Want to make sure that you have a platform to get creative content out consistently, fast, and straight to social media, right? So this is a cross-platform type situation where you can use it on your phone, use it on your iPad, use it on Android devices, and use it on your laptop. So you'll be able to start a project here and then, finish a project there. I feel like I've seen that before. So, that's dope. They talked about that with the iMovie and what iMovie can do and how you could start a project and then send the project over and work on the project. And then you can even use that project and bring it into Final Cut and all of that. Who knows? My thing to Adobe is how far are you willing to go in with this? Not only just being for, I guess, those who are, creative beginners and still wrapping their mind around editing, but also those who really like to go in deep with, specific features when it comes to their editing. And if they really wanted to do everything on a mobile device, could they get the job done from A to Z? That's where something like Luma Fusions came in and changed my life when it comes to creative video editing. Because not only they can already do 4K, 3 streams of 4K editing, 3 streams of, high quality audio, being able to bring your own LUTs in, being able to, great color correct, add your own transitions, make your own transitions, make your own presets, edit and share directly to the, YouTube, Facebook, all of those things. But also it's able to bring in the files that I'm using, because not everybody's going to be using their phone to actually capture the footage. A lot of people will be using, semi-professional cameras, such as something like I'm recording on right now, this Panasonic GH5, right? I'm recording 4K 10-bit and bringing it in to my iPad, using something like this to import it. And then on top of that, the Photos app doesn't even recognize those files. But Luma Fusion brings it up, able to chop it up, edit it, and color grade it, no problem. I'm using what they call Vlog on this Panasonic GH5, and just like that can change the colors back and forth and bring that really great look. So this is something that I'm not a professional editor, but if I want to get the best quality out, I want to make sure something like Adobe Rush is going to be able to do. Let's also talk about price. So they have the Adobe Suite, which has a subscription. I'm not sure if Project Rush is going to be part of that, and it's just, maybe a gateway into the subscription, or, you can get it for free in some situation like that. Or it's just going to be a whole nother way that they'll charge for it. Now, Luma Fusion at present day it costs, and that's not a cheap app, let's be real. But what you get from it, as many people as I put Luma Fusion onto, Nobody said, man, that wasn't worth what I paid for it. So when we talk about the differences here, I've heard that Adobe Rush can have multiple layers of, video, multiple layers of audio. It's going to be able to bring in some of the things from Adobe Effects and bring in some of the things from some of their other Adobe. Let me be real about this. Let's see here. Some things from Premiere Pro, some of the things from Adobe Stock to do custom template filters for like motion graphics and stuff like that. So they're going to be able to give you some templates to really kind of get your things looking cool. And I think that's great for beginners. But what I've also seen when it comes to like music apps that are on the iPad and, different apps that bigger companies are bringing, they're just not bringing enough to make it a real thing. And I've talked about this before in other videos, but let's be honest. I want, as somebody who wants to really go in on a mobile device, I want to make sure that I can get 90 to 90% of what I can do on a laptop or a desktop done on this device. It's powerful enough. Now we see that with some of these music, production apps and some of these, apps like Luma Fusion. And so these bigger companies will give you just a little bit just so that you have to bring it over. And that's not really a rushed situation. That's more of a drawn out situation. I don't know. You tell me. I'm just saying, I'm not hating. I just want to know that if they're going to do it, they're going to come in and then they're going to give you the goods, because I know with smaller companies, what's dope about them is you can reach them, you can talk to them, you can build with them, you can tell them what issues that you're having, and the updates are a lot more frequent so that, if there's a real issue on a certain thing, that they're going to snap to it. And next thing you know, you're going to get that update. And that's the great thing about having, independent developers on this platform. And so let's see what happens. All I know is that, it's set to release, they say sometime in October. And there hasn't been a lot of specifics out there. And if this is the first time seeing your boy's mug, just know I'm just trying to show you some love, bro. Just trying to show you some love. Just trying to make sure that you get the ideas and you get the knowledge, because that's what I'm here for, to make sure to make, the best tools possible available to those who need it in this new generation. Because I know that in the next 5 to 10 years, there are going to be so many more people doing things specifically like only on their phones, not even touching tablets, because that's how powerful these things are becoming. And if we don't get the apps, and if we don't get the the things that the tools that we need to be able to do these things like we did it professionally on other platforms, these big companies they're just gonna miss the show, and they're gonna go out like Blockbuster. I'm not hating, I'm just saying. That's too much. That's too much on it. I definitely think that something like Project Rush is going to be good. I just want to know if it can really compete with what's already out there right now, something like Luma Fusion. So I'm going to edit what we have right here on Luma Fusion using my phone to drop a time lapse. And when I get to the end of that, we'll see what time it is. Because right now it's 7:39. I've been talking for a while. Let's go. So I hope you got something out of that. I wanted to make sure that you got a little bit of knowledge of what's upcoming. Adobe Project Rush, boom, it's coming. Luma Fusion, it's here. If that's something we want to try out, if you want to learn more about that, I've done a couple videos on how you can get the best out of that today. And I'm not sponsored by any of these brands. I just always making sure that the products that I use, I've done my research and I know that I've tested it against quite other things. Because quite honestly, having competition is always awesome. That makes everybody keep stepping it up. So we as the consumers are always winning, right? So I'm gonna catch you on the next one. And if you want to know more about me, man, listen, you ain't gotta subscribe today. Just check a few more videos out and see what else I'm talking about. It might work for you, it might not. Catch y'all on the next one. And I'm out!